If you want to learn how I made these quick and easy website banners, go ahead and stay tuned. Hey, I'm Destiny. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. And on this channel, we talk about topics such as entrepreneurship, side hustles, and business. So if those topics interest you, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And in today's video, of course, it's long overdue. I'm finally going to be showing y'all how I'm able to create my websites on Shopify. But before I get to that portion, one of the main things I want to show you guys that's very important to how your website is going to look is the actual banners that go on the website. So before I show you the step-by-step of how to create the website, I'm going to do a Canva tutorial showing you how I make the banners for my website. And these banners are going to be the framework for your website. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through step-by-step of how I create 3 banners for my website using Canva. And I also have a link for you below where you can sign up for Canva and get Canva Pro for free for 30 days. So go ahead and use that link to sign up. And we're going to head right over to Canva so I can start showing you step-by-step of how I create these flawless banners. So the first thing I do is pull up Google and I search Canva. That's C-A-N-V-A. Then we're going to go ahead and select the second option. So since we're making website banners, it says, what will you design? I'm going to go ahead and type in website banners. Select the first option. As you know with Canva, it's going to show you all the different options that you have for website banners. And we're going to go through, just see what type of format that we like, the correct size. So I like the size of the visit our new website. So I'm going to go ahead and click that one. There we go. Okay, now what we want to do, we want to actually see the size of this. So it's 72 by 36 inches, which is a very good size for our website. Now what I'm going to actually do is rename it to Her Destination Hair website, which HDH. So we're going to do HDH website banner. And then I'm going to start deleting every single thing on the page because we're going to start fresh. And the reason I picked the templates instead of starting fresh, starting off, is just so we can get the right size. Now, with all of my website banners, I like to start off with the photo first that I know I'm going to use. So with Her Destination Hair, taking hair new places, we're going to start off with me on the horse. And we're just going to enlarge this picture to make sure it fits the full frame. And that can take a little while when it comes to sizing. You can see the little bubbles in the corner and you just drag and stretch those until you get the right size for your picture. And sometimes, depending on the picture size, it does take a little bit of adjusting to do, which as you can see with this picture. Okay, almost right. And that arrow at the bottom where it shows you the 16, 19%, that is just to make the screen, like pretty much make the screen a little bit smaller so you can see the full frame. Okay, there we have it. That looks pretty good. Delete that. Okay, so now that we have this, the next thing that I'm actually going to do is start typing, let's see, no, not typing lines, but like going to elements and clicking lines. So then we can give it just a little bit of designs because I like to have a line of green and a line of gold. So as you can see with the line that we have, we're going to change that to green and then we're going to make the line a little bit bigger with changing the line weight. And you can make the line as big as you would like because it's going to be the line that goes at the top and bottom of the banner. So we're going to stretch it across. Then slide it all the way up. And let's make that a little bit bigger. That'll do. And then to get it at the bottom, what we want to do is actually go to the top, and you see next to the trash can, it has a duplicate button. So now we have it at the top and bottom. And now what I'm going to do is actually search for gold. And that's going to give us that gold line that you typically see on my banners. Oh, nope. And then we're going to actually select photos. Okay, and let's see which gold we like. And I'm going to end up going with this one. You'll slide it to the top, drag it across. Then you'll go to position and put backward. So that way you get the green line at the top and then you get the gold at the bottom. And then what we're going to end up doing is duplicating it so we can put it at the bottom as well. And go through the same process, switch the position and put it backward. And then adjust it. And there you have it. So now we're going to add the writing on the picture. And as you know, for my business, my saying is taking hair new places. So what I want to do is play around with some different fonts just to see how I like it for it to look. So I'm going to start with taking, and with your business, like especially if you have Canva, you should already have your font saved. So I use the same for my personal brand, which is the Traveling Hair Boss. So you can see those 3 fonts show up automatically. So I'm going to take this, and I like the cursor for taking. So we're going to write taking. And then we're going to try and make it as big as possible. Okay, put it right in the frame. And I'm adjusting the transparency on the picture just so the words can pop on when I write them on the side. So I'm going to put taking in a brown. Let's see how that looks. Okay, well, actually, I'm actually going to complete the saying first. So it's going to say, taking hair new places. And I'm going to play around with the fonts just to give it a more creative look. And then you want to adjust these just to see which one looks better. Okay, and we can make hair a lot bigger just so it can pop. Okay, that's coming together. Then the last font, that's where we're going to write the new places. And as you can see, as soon as you click on the font, it makes it really small. So you're always going to have to make it a lot bigger. So I typically move mine to 104 just so I can see it clearly and then start writing in. So we have new places, and then we're going to enlarge it and move it up. There you have it. And then from here, you just play with just to see what pops more to you. Because, of course, it's going to be different from everyone's website. Okay, now that we have this, we're going to go ahead and group it. And then that way we can see how big or small we want it. And then you can adjust it. And it's going to move the whole piece instead of just moving one of the categories. And now you change the color. So here we're going to go with green. Then taking in new places, we're going to go with brown. And I know my brown color by height is 654321. And with your brand colors, you should know those by heart as well. Or otherwise, you can save it on your Canva screen. As you can see, mine has the traveling hairball saved. But whatever brand you're working on, you can save those colors. And now to make it pop more, we're going to go to effects. And we're going to make the shadow black so people can see it when they come to our website. So I'm going to play with these just a little bit more. Like offset just switches. So you don't have it like far to the right or far to the left. Offset will make it actually closer to your words. And then I like to switch mine to black. And we're going to do the same thing for hair. And that's the effects again. Go to shadow. Switch to offset. Change that to black. And also change the transparency, because we want solid lines instead of the faded ones that look a little cloudy. And you'll go through and do that for each of the words. Okay. Now what I want to do is add a square for shop now. Okay, we're going to make that smaller. And one of the things that I like to do for the shop now button is I like to actually have it layered so it can have that extra shadow look. So I'm going to take a green box and then I'm going to duplicate it and add a brown box that's going to offset it. And then I'm going to play around with the words on shop now just to see what looks best. Sometimes this process can be a little tedious because you're seeing what looks best and how you want to layer it. So I'm going to just show you briefly what I'm doing, and then I can speed up the process a little bit. Because right now it's just playing with the shapes, and then we're going to get the words on there. And this one, so your first one is mostly going to be the most tedious one, because that's when you're getting your formats together, you're creating your shop now buttons. But then once we go on to the new pages, you'll just be selecting, well, pretty much you're going to duplicate the page, and then that way we'll still have our lines on there. And then once it comes time for us to add a new shop now button on the new pages, we'll just copy and duplicate it. And I'll show you guys exactly what I mean once I get there. But let's finish this up real quick. As you can see, I'm playing around with the shop now to see how exactly I want it to fit. Do I want it large? Do I want it smaller? Do I want it just to fit in the middle? How am I going to change the colors? That looks a little too light. So what I think I'm going to end up doing is actually switching over the font, just so it can be a little bit more bold. There we go. And as you can see, the lines show up, so to make sure you're centering it correctly. Give it a little shadow to make it a little bit more bold. Now that we're here, what we're going to actually do is start going ahead and we're going to duplicate this page so we can start working on page 2. There we go. And then we're just going to delete all the writings and the pictures and move on to the second picture, which is going to be the same exact process. So for my next banner, I want to choose something that focuses on just like our straight hair, middle part jet black. This is the look that we always do, which is our best seller. So I'm going to put, as you can see, you see a little hump on the side, which is it's actually igloo, but I'm going to put it's the hair on that one. So now we're just going to adjust the picture to get it right in the frame. And as you can see with the theme for my website, since it's her destination here, we are a travel brand. You'll see that a lot of the pictures that I'm using, they have that grass color, they have the browns, they have the greens. And to get the lines put in the front, we're going to go ahead and select backward. Okay, so we're going to use this picture. And then we're going to go ahead and add the words. We'll first adjust it, then add the words. And the words are going to say, it's the hair. And we're going to go through the same process that we did for the first one. We're just choosing the fonts, choosing the sizes, and then adding our shop now button. And this one is going to be a lot quicker. Like once you knock down your first one, once you start getting to your second and third one, it's going to go a lot quicker. So as you can see, as soon as you select the text, it shows up small. Now for this one, we're going to type it's the, and then make it larger. Let's make that brown. And then we're going to do hair in green. Slide that on over there. Type in hair. Now we're going to adjust the size. And with this one, we're going to try and make it as big as possible as far as it's the part. Slide that down a little bit more. As you can see, we're grabbing that shop now button. And for this one, I'm actually going to reverse the color. So where you see green, I'm going to make that brown. And where you see brown, I'm going to make that green. So as you can see, it pops a little bit more. And just like how we did that first page, we're going to go ahead and duplicate this page and start working on our third page. First, delete everything off there. And now for this page, what I'm going to do is grab one of our adventure pictures, because this picture is going to be to promote our Her Destination active wig collection. So as you can see, same theme with a lot of the browns and the greens that's consistent throughout the website. And then we're going to just make this larger so it can fit in the space. Oh, I love those oranges and greens. I mean, not oranges, but greens and browns. And for this one, I think we're going to have to end up making it a little bit lighter just so the words can pop. But we're going to make active collection wigs. So we're going to make active I don't know, something about this picture. We're gonna have to do a lot of adjusting because the greens in the back are so bold, and it might take away from our browns, but we're gonna do the best we can. Now let's make that brown. As you can see, the brown is very light. So we are going to have to do the effects to give it that black shadow in the back. Okay, change the transparency so it's a solid black line, and then we're going to pull it in a little bit. And once we make the picture lighter at the end, you'll be able to see it pop a little bit more. Okay, so the next one that I'm going to add is the collection. And we're going to do a little bit of adjusting to this as well. Adjust the spacing of the letters. And we're going to make that green. Yep, and then give it that black outline. So go to effects. Now shadow. Give it the black. Change the transparency. Then pull it in with the offset. Now we're going to add wigs. Make that way bigger. So just so you guys can see it. There we go. And wigs is going to be in brown. Add the shadow, turn it black, adjust the transparency and the offset. And there you have it coming together a lot more. Then we're going to group that together and adjust the size. Okay, so as you can see, like as I'm trying to group this together, the background keeps moving. So the quick fix to that, you see, once you click the background, if you go to the top, you'll see the trash can, the duplication button. Well, hold on just a moment. Trying to backspace to get our creation back. Okay, so now you see the lock under the share button. So we're going to put that back, and now we're going to go ahead and lock the background. There you go. Now we're going to group that. So now we can move it without the background moving on us. Then adjust the size. Okay. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add our shop now. Drag it to the bottom and duplicate it. So for this shop now, I'm actually going to switch the colors back to how the first one was. So I'm going to make where it's green, I'm going to make that brown. And where it's brown, I'm going to make that green. Come on, don't get confused on me. Okay, here we go. And if you notice, I did lighten it up with the transparency, so now you can see the words popping more. And this is all 3 of my banners that I'm going to be adding to the website. Let me know if you like them in the comment section below too. So thank you so much for watching this video today, and if you found this video helpful, go ahead and drop that in the comment section below. Let me know of any other tutorials you want to see regarding to building your websites in Canva as far as the design portion of it. But yeah, and make sure you stay tuned for the next video, because the next one is how I actually put the website together. So I'm going to be showing you how I insert the banners and how I actually create the website regarding everything with Shopify, Canva. So yes, I'm going to do a step-by-step process for it. Don't forget to follow me on all my social media channels. I am Destiny Adams on Instagram, of course, TikTok, Pinterest, Twitter, Facebook, and also join my free Facebook group too. So if you want to promote your products, you can drop that in a Facebook group. Just show the ladies, like especially who are on this video, ladies and gentlemen, of course, who are on this video, the different type of products that you sell. So you can do that for free in my Facebook group. So yeah, make sure you're subscribed to my channel, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.